Hello there, runner, and welcome to another... When's this coming out? Thursday? Which means it is time for another Liv Watches Made in Abyss. Oh god, oh fuck, oh shit. I'm on it. So we're a week behind on this one. And I'm honestly kind of dreading it a little bit. Because people have been hyping this up as, oh no, this one gets really bad. So, I don't know whether this refers to this episode or the episode that came out this week. And either way, I'm kind of at my fucking limit for weird anime bullshit. Gonna be honest. Oh boy, yeah, so our previous episode... our previous episode was a flashback episode, and it ended with fetus soup. And that... honestly is right pushing up against the edge of okay, this has stopped being entertaining and stopped being excusable by the premise and started just becoming really weird anime bullshit. Mifa, you poor innocent summer child, my god. Yeah, so that's where we left off. I don't know if this episode is going to continue where that one left off with the flashback, or if we're going to come back to the present with Rico. And honestly, I don't know which one would be worse, because Rico, we didn't exactly leave off in the best situation either. So, let's get in here and let's see what happens, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, hey! Wait, why is it doing... Oh, Fapatage is there, okay, cool. Cool, they're already making it weird. We don't even... Okay, we don't know what they're asking, but the fact that they've already made it, okay, seriously, I'm waiting for this to get weird. What? Thank you for the head pats, because what the fuck is going on? You just ripped her fucking ear off! What the fuck? Hi, Lee Short, you've come in at the best time. Because what the fuck? Everybody has consumed the fetus soup. Mifa, shut. Mifa, actually shut. I don't have any point in Made in Abyss's best time. Oh lord, it's dark. Dark is what? No! I can handle dark! I can handle dark. Made in Abyss gets vile. That's the difference. Promised Neverland was dark. Overlord gets pretty fucking dark. What else have I watched on the channel? Fuck. This... Oh boy. Slime doesn't get dark, slime just gets poorly written. I wanna know, like, where this was going. Like, why did she just rip her fucking ears off? Hey, Belloff, did you enjoy your fetus soup? Did you enjoy consuming the fetus? Oh my god. Belloff literally about to pop his fucking eyeballs at— Wait. Wait, is this why Bella fucking, like, takes people's fucking body parts in, like, the present day? Our boy got so fucking hooked on cannibalism that he was just like, oh yeah, no, give me more of that, holy shit. I need more fucking body parts to consume. Hey! Hey! Oh! Well, shit, that wish doesn't, Well, this wish went pear-shaped real fucking quickly. My guy, you couldn't have waited for them to fucking die before turning them into soup? Holy shit. Well then. Consume the child. Use the whole buffalo. Okay, but these things have, like, mouths and shit now. They could probably act... Like, she's actively getting better at making them. Meaning that eventually these things are going to... Eventually these things are going to survive more than just a day. Oh, boy. No, maybe going insane might be, like, a valid option. Like, I feel like just going fucking insane and just fucking murdering, the boss man is probably the best thing to do. Ah, the old murder-suicide. A classic. I mean, I guess if her wish was to have children, I guess being turned into a weird, blobby brood mother is one way to do it, I suppose. But how did she wind up turning into Fapata, though? How did she go from this to basically her original form, except General Grievous Furry? Unable to go in. I mean, you're never unable to go insane. That's just a thing that happens, I think. The fetus soup is addictive. Oh my god. It turns out the babies are being born with methamphetamine in their system, making them incredibly addictive. Wait, did they start a fucking religion? They started a fucking religion around her. What the fuck? Like, out and out, people were fucking just like... Oh boy, it's another egg. She could only hold on to that wish for so long. Oh. God, Wakazan is just an absolute fucking monster, my god. I feel like the realistic things is someone would have fucking murdered Wakazan by now. I unironically feel like if this information got out, Wakazan would just go like, oh yeah, no. Hey, yeah, I've been feeding you fetuses this whole time. Someone would have fucking drove a knife in him. Like, holy shit. What? What? She can move? The fuck away from you! That's where she's going. Well then! Wouldn't be a pilgrimage if someone didn't get fucking exploded by a fucking flying manta ray, then would it? She's just a big pillar of flesh. My god. Ah! Ah, she was hungry, I see. Ah, yeah, they're just... I mean, to be fair, I mean, they've all been eating her children. I guess it makes sense, you know? She's not, you know, she's... What? What? I can't stay human anymore. Turn me into a weird fucking dragon thing that eats children. What? What? Everyone, into the anus! Oh hey, it's the fucking balances. Alright, so at least we know where those come from, then. And, alright. There's the bone dragon. Wait, why are they all down with this? He just turned into a weird fucking bone dragon that eats people. What? 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 So this is why they all went hollow without losing themselves, because they had an artificial method to do it. It also explains why Waco is normal, but why is Waco immortal, though? Why is Waco still alive all these centuries later? Because it has to be centuries, right? Like, for all the time that, that passed on the surface, that shit didn't go up over a decade. An entire society did not evolve in, like, 10 years. Oh, is this the fucking hole they found it? Wait, I thought she was put down there because she disagreed with them. You mean to tell me she just fucking jumped? Ah, she's just going full fucking insanity mode. Okay then. Oh, no, you don't! Okay, so why didn't she get cursed just then? Oh, wait, no, he didn't pull her up. Okay, it looked like he pulled her up there for a moment. And that's why I'm going to lock you in the basement. Did he have to take her clothes off? Oh my god! Well then, alright, at least we know where he wound up then. Might call this man a fucking crazy person. Holy shit. This is... what the fuck? So if this black sludge is made by Iramui, then why is it chaining her up if Iramui sees her as her mother? Like, who is controlling this black goo? Because I totally doubt Iramui would do it. And I'm working under the assumption that Iramui and Fapata are the same person, which might be wrong. But, I mean, the show has done nothing to prove otherwise, because they look fucking identical. So, unless Fapata is just like one of Iramui's fetuses that grew up, which doesn't make sense. Oh, duh, you're in her brain. So Iramui is the village. So Iramui is the village, just like 110%. It's kind of weird how, like, some of the people... Oh, shit! Okay, so Fapata is actually just her child. It's not actually her. Oh, that's fun. So why did they fucking banish it? Oh! Ah, they banished it because it was everything Iramui hated about them and it killed all the interference units. Alright then. Understandable. Have a nice day. So how much of Iramui's memories does Faputa keep? Like... Huh. Kinda weird though how, like, some of the villages, like, kept more of their human appearance than others. Like, that one bitch looks exactly the fucking same, except she's only got one eye now and she's purple. Like, what was her desire, to not have depth perception? Okay. Well, at least she's being a dutiful grandmother, at the very least. So if these things maintain... So I guess the big twist of this is that Iramui just, she birthed an entire fucking generation of ruthless capitalists. Because how else do you explain this black goo going out of its way to balance every fucking transaction, huh? Like, holy shit. And also then, in that case, who's this bitch then? Who is this bitch? Because everyone here but Rico should know this, right? Because they were all there. Like, are they able to make children? Like, how does this work? Are the Hollows immortal? Can they make children? How do they increase their population when someone dies? Like, because I'm assuming that, you know, it's still the Abyss. People are still gonna fucking die. That's how it is with Fapata. Fapata's like, oh yeah, nah, just fucking murder everyone. She only wants one thing. Violence. Cool. So that was a lot more tame than, like, what I thought, so I think maybe the really fucked up shit is gonna happen in the next episode. Oh boy, who's ready for that shit? Oh my god. Alright, okay, so, is there something at the end? Let's just flip through. Oh, okay, there's a sword guy. The return. I'm assuming the return they're talking about is Farpata's return. Alright, and then it's just like the main credits. Alright, okay, so, alright. This episode. Oh boy, so it's still fucked up, but it was mostly just like a lore dump. I kind of feel like that oh god, what's it, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, is that the show? It's like, cool motive, still murder. Like, you know, same thing here, it's like, cool premise. You still need therapy. Oh boy. Okay, so... Yeah, so I'm not gonna say I didn't like this episode, because I did, because I did like this episode from, like, a lore-building perspective, but, like... Well, I can, like, just... Fuck. Just... The way they got there, my god, like, just... Oh, hey, yeah, no, the baby stopped being born stillborn, so instead I just started murdering them and just eating them. And hey, guess what? The fresh food is better. Like, that... Honestly, I mean, like, I think we're finally done with the, we're finally done with the flashback stuff, which is good. But I feel like it's only gonna get worse from here because because now we know. Now we know that Wazakyan is, 1, still around, and 2, he's still a fucking psychopath. We know that the village they're in is alive, and it's made of flesh. Like, calcified flesh, probably, but it's still flesh. Beloff is fucking insane, meaning that, like, even though Beloff is following the rules of equivalent exchange, I feel like his concept of value is absolutely fucked beyond belief. And he's probably gonna be, like, the one person that probably would agree with Wakuzan if Wakuzan wanted to do some fucked up shit. The story of Iramui is really sad and really fucked up, and I don't want to say I like it, because it's interesting. It's really interesting, but it feels overly cruel. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I think I've said this, like, numerous fucking times in the past, but I'm not a fan of stories that are cruel for cruelty's sake, and it feels like a lot of Iramui's story is that. And this is probably the best done cruelty for cruelty's sake story that I've seen. It just... Yeah, I mean, like, that's just it. Like, it's a premise that, like, it's a premise that generally I don't like, but I have to appreciate that it's well done. Does that make sense? Like, from an objective perspective, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, you actually put a lot of effort into that, and that's pretty aight. Okay, you done did it. Well done. But from a subjective perspective, I'm like, man, that's fucked up. That's real fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, watch, like, someone's gonna, like, just go off on me in the comments, be like, oh, how can you say that it's good but you don't like it? It's like, because humans are subjective beings. Yeah? Yeah, like, objectively, well done. Subjectively, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Samtech gets it, I think, I hope. I'm hoping, because I don't know how the delay is on the stream. Yeah, like, it's... Yeah, like, I do wonder how Irimui got so fucking big over time to basically become as big as the village is, because the entire village is Irimui. I'm assuming that that's why the curse doesn't affect you when you're inside the village, because technically, like, fuck. I'm assuming that the curse doesn't affect things that are inside other things. Does that make sense? So, like, when you pass into Irimui, like, the force field is disrupted because you've got that barrier on the outside that you have to pass through. And that barrier prevents the force field from working. So, for the entire village to be curse-free, that means that the entire bounds of the village is Irimui. So I'm wondering how she got as big as she did after she kind of, like, you know, popped, for lack of a better term. And I imagine we're probably not gonna ever get to know what that is, but it's just kind of a thing of just assuming that, like, yeah, just over time, she just gets bigger. Meaning that eventually, assuming there's no cap on how big Irimui can get, and Irimui might just pop up, like, poke out into, like, the upper fucking reaches of the abyss, who knows? Irimui might even become the abyss, who knows? Everybody transforming and giving themselves to Irimui is actually pretty interesting. Basically, like, she was kind of seen as, like, a religious symbol. Like there's basically a religion sprung up around her, and it was most likely encouraged by Wakizan, because fucking why not? I think the only thing I would say that I don't agree with, I don't think is understandable, is nobody fucking murdered Wakizan? You're telling me, like, not a single one of these kids, like, when they found out they were consuming fucking stillborn fetuses to survive, not a single fucking one of them, like, went to Wakizan and said, I would rather fucking die? Like, there's how many people remain in the group? Like, 30? Right? You're telling me this man fed stillborn fetuses to 30 people and not a single one of them had a moral objection? Like, me, myself, right? Death is cringe. Death is cringe, right? Fucking, like, nah. I would, like, if I had to, like, live on as a brain in a jar fucking fighting the Ninja Turtles, I would go full fucking Baxter Stockman if I had to. But I know a lot of people that's like, oh, if that's how I have to survive, fuck that, I would rather die. And I imagine if you forced someone like that to survive, to live, with this knowledge that they were made to do this incredibly fucked up thing, I imagine it would not go over all that well. I imagine that people would probably take a little bit of issue with that. Yeah, like, like, the fact that Wakizan, like, got, like, a 30 out of 30, like, perfect fucking run-through of people that were either, like, had no moral objection or were so freaked the fuck out that they were willing to accept it. Yeah, and some of them were fucking helping him do it, yeah. So, like, the fact that our boy just rolled, like, that fucking perfect 30 the entire time, not a single one of the kids had that objection. Like, that is, I don't know. I don't know if it's because Wakizan hand-selected all these kids, so he knew ahead of time that none of them would have any moral objections to any fucked up shit he does, which makes him an even better villain, because, like, he did not fucking know what was going to be in the abyss. He had no clue what he was gonna find down there, but he still had, like, that malicious forethought of, I need to find kids that are either desperate or impressionable enough that I could do whatever the fuck I want and none of them would question it. Like, I feel like, if we assume right, just for the sake of narrative cohesion, that is what he did, that makes Wakizan so cartoonishly evil it borders on impossible. And I don't know if I like that or not, because on the one hand, it does make him a really fun villain. On the other hand, if that's not the intent and they try and have it turn around and have him be like, I was only doing what I could to try and keep everyone alive, ooh, and like, you know, they try and redeem him, then that becomes a problem. Yeah, we're doing an anime review, guys. Yeah. We're wrapping up now. Like him having that moment of, like, him getting any sort of redemption is now officially off the table, because the amount of malicious forethought that he would have had to do that is honestly something that goes a little beyond the pale, just a tiny bit. So I'm hoping that he gets dealt with just a little bit, because it really does feel like he's the villain here. Like, you know, Faputa is not the villain, because she is literally an innocent victim. She is literally a baby. Like, you know, born of a mother who was basically forced to give birth forever, and infused with the memories of her mother and all of her stillborn and aborted, like, siblings. Iramui's not the villain, because, you know, she's functionally brain dead. Waco's not the villain, because she's literally a victim. Belaf is not a villain, he is quite literally, he is the dragon archetype. He is literally the enforcer of the fucking villain. Because he's a true believer, but, like, he's a true believer because he's fucked up in the head from all this shit that's gone down. Wakizan is literally the villain of this. There's no one else that can fit that mold. Which means he needs to be dealt with before they move on deeper into the abyss. Because I imagine that Wakizan probably will not let Rico go. And also, I want to know why Rico hasn't hollowed yet, because it seemed like in order to enter the village, like, so that portal that everyone went through to get transformed is the same portal that they passed through in order to enter the village, is it not? Meaning, so Reg not transforming, I understand, because he's a robot. Nanachi not transforming, I understand, because she's already hollow. Might be the whistle, but she hasn't had the whistle for, like, a long time, though, is the thing. Like, she spent, like, well, like, it was like a full fucking week bumming around the village without her whistle, so it's not Prushka that's stopping her from transforming. Is it because she did not know about Iramui, so, like, do you have to, like, verbally offer yourself to Iramui? Or is it, like, a thing of, like, Iramui needs to want to transform you? Like, maybe Iramui is still alive all this time later, and she knew that Rico would be able to rescue her mum? But if she's brain dead, I don't know. Like, it's unclear whether or not Iramui is still conscious. Like, there's, like, an implication that at least a part of her brain is still alive, because while Waco was in her head, she was, like, receiving, like, small impulses, which implies at least some brain activity, but I don't know if that's actually what that was. Yeah, it's weird. It's very strange. And it's something that I'm hoping gets explained. Or maybe it's because Rico's already dead. Because remember, Rico's a zombie. And I know people are gonna disagree with me on that one, but, like, she's, by definition, a fucking zombie. She's a walking corpse. Like, she might, you know, get older, and she might, you know, be able to be damaged and all that, but she is literally not human. She is literally not human. So maybe that's something to do with it. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't hate this episode. I don't want to say I like it either, because, like I said, subjectively, what the fuck? Cool motive, still murder. Objectively though, it's incredibly well put together, so it's like, fuck. I'm kind of like on that thing. It's like like if I was looking at this from like an objective, like, okay, here's how you put together the story, here's how it looks, here's how it's done like that, it's alright, that's like 10 out of 10, okay, fair enough. Subjectively, like, with like, my personal taste involved, it's like, you know, like, with all, like, the fucking child abuse and all the weird shit that he keeps putting in, I'm like, I do kind of want to see the next episode, but I also kind of don't. You know what, I guess it depends on how this episode does. If this episode does well, then alright, fuck it. But if this episode doesn't do well, or if people just say, like, okay, if you didn't like this so far, fucking don't continue, then alright, but, yeah. That's all I have to say. So let me know. So if you're watching this on the edited version that's going up the day after I record this, then let me know down there in the comments what you thought of this episode and this series as a whole. Whether you liked it, disliked it, all that good shit. If you're watching this live, let me know in the chat what you think, but I think we've more or less got that vibe. Oh boy. If you want to support the channel, you can always do so via Patreon, stream elements, all that good shit. And if you want to catch this live, you can always follow me on twitch.tv/LivTheCyberDoll, where generally I record anime in the morning, but this one, I'm doing a little bit later in the afternoon because I felt like it. This week's kind of big. I got like a bunch of shit I got going on, so like I've kind of been occupado, and I'm really excited to show it off to all of you. But yeah, I should be streaming at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the day this goes out. And for those of you watching live, we are going to be playing Final Fantasy II in just a minute here. So, yeah. Thank you very much for your reactions to the show. Aw, thank you, Sam. Like I said, like, if the episode does good, and people, like what's going on, then yeah, I will watch the next episode. It's just, oh boy, I don't think I can do more than one episode of Made in Abyss at a time. Oh boy. It activates the squick response in my brain just a little bit. But, yeah, as always, everybody on YouTube, I will see you in the next one. Those of you on Twitch, hang around. We're going to be playing some video games. So as always, I am Liv, the Cyberdoll. I'll see you in the next one, runner. Bye-bye.